Let's talk about the weapon today, the chuck. This particular pair here, I don't really like too much. I'm a little faster with them. I've actually hit myself in the head with these because they are so quick, but they're a light wood. They're not very effective. The ones I like are oak, made out of white oak or red oak. I plan on getting me a few more pairs. I just got these off the wall recently and decided to get back into working out with chucks. It's a good cardio workout. The oak ones, as I was saying, I like the longer ones. They're octagon like these, how these are an octagon shape. But the ones I like are a little longer than this. And I definitely like the chain link and the swivel. Now the ones that they're heavier, you hold them high, and they're definitely more effective when you put your shot in. I mean, I've dented mechanical truck metal door, toolbox doors, you know. And once you know where your chucks are going, and you've hit things with them before, and you know you can decide your impact, how hard your impact's going to be, and you can bring that chuck right back to you. You know what I mean? Especially if you're doing the hook and you're jabbing, you can always, once you pop it out and hit something, you can pop it right back into you. That's once you get used to it, of course. Of course, when I learned the chucks, I beat myself up with these things. My elbows, my head, I mean, everything. I mean, that's the way to learn, you know. And you'll learn quick. The more you hit yourself up, the better you're going to get with them. Don't practice with rubber chucks. The weight's just off, and it's two totally different animals. I mean, you don't want to get used to swinging something that light. You know, you want to get used to what you're swinging, and it hurts when you hit yourself with them, but that's how you learn. Because the ropes, the chucks with the ropes are much quicker and quieter. I don't like them. I'm no good with them either. For some reason, I need that chain, that swivel. I need to hear it. It's just, I like it. Now let's get into talking about 2 pairs of nunchucks. I can swing 2 pairs of nunchucks. You can swing 1 pair, you can swing 2 pairs. 2 pairs, ridiculous though. There's no place for it in the art of hand-to-hand combat. There's no place for 2 pairs of nunchucks. It's ridiculous. This weapon is a sneak weapon. It's sneaky. It's tricky. When you have 1 pair in your hand, there are so many different angles you can come from. When you go down in between your legs, you can pop it straight back up the same way you can. Or you can come around from the left, the right. Change that up several different times. Come around from the east, the west, the north, the south. You never know which way the chuck's coming from. And it can strike from so many different angles. When I swing the chucks and I'm getting down with them, I never swing them the same way twice. I couldn't swing them the same way twice if I wanted to. You know, I mean, sure, I could work out a routine and do that routine. Anybody can do that. I'm just saying that when a fight's evolving, you're going to evolve. You're going to teach yourself things that you didn't know before just in a practice session. You know, I mean, there's so many different angles and so many things you can come up with this. When you put a 2nd pair in your hand, you're taking a lot of that away. You're taking half of what you can do away. Because now your other hand's occupied with another pair of chucks. What are you going to do? Windmill me to death? You're going to do some fancy shit around your neck? You're going to blindfold yourself? I mean, that's another thing. You're going to blindfold yourself to do chucks. I mean, if you know how to swing the chucks, man, you don't need to see where they're going. You know where they're going. You know exactly where they're going. You know where they're coming back to, and you know the deal, man. It's just like, do you need your eyeballs to pick up your steak and eat it off your plate? I don't think so. You know, I could blindfold myself and do it, but what's that for? Just to impress someone? I mean, and the 2 nunchuck thing. Let's go back to that. Bruce Lee put that in the movies to be fancy. Yeah, that's fancy, and it looks cool and all that. But let's be honest about that whole situation. When he was in that room with all them guys, and that big boy had that big old stick with all that reach on him. In real life, Bruce Lee would have got his eyeballs beat shut. You know what I mean? But it's not real life, it's the movies. Okay? And he looks good swinging his 2 pairs of chucks and all that. It's fancy and all that, yeah, but it's too predictable. You see where the attacks are coming from. There's only so many ways they can come from when you have a pair, even if you're switching hands with it. You know what I mean? There's only so much you can do. When you have the 1 pair, you can be so much more deceptive. And that's what the nunchuck's all about, is deception, trickery, quickness. And there's so many different ways to use this weapon than just swinging around looking fancy. Looking cool is cool, but, I mean, all that fancy stuff ain't about just being cool. You want to get a flow going. You want to flow. You want to move it. You know, when your hand comes over, is he going to grab the chuck and bring it back over here, or is he not? Is it going to stay on this side? You know, I mean, you need that open hand for the trickery. When you put that second weapon in your hand, you're taking away so much of your power, so much of the sneakiness of this bully weapon. Because this weapon is nothing but a bully against skin and bones. If your competition has no weapons, they have no chance if you have this. But let's just face it, if somebody has a shovel handle or an axe handle, something with some extension on it, and they know how to defend themselves, your nunchucks aren't going to do you as good as you think they're going to do. They don't have any reach on them. You have no extension with them. You know, I would much rather have a shovel handle or an axe handle or something with some extension. Sword even. If like a good sword technician could definitely give somebody with some nunchucks a bad day. That's my opinion. If I was to have to do small arms combat and that situation was hostile enough to where I needed two weapons, I would choose a piece of steel for the second hand. If you have your steel in this hand, this can parry and defend. And while it's defending and blocking, it can slice and poke, stab, hack. But I mainly will use this for defense, for blocking any attacks that are coming in. These, I would try to keep moving. Try to keep evolving. Jab when I can. Jab when you can. Keep the blade up. Parry when you can. Hack. Slash. This is a hacking, slashing weapon. Hack when you can. Losing my drawers. Basically, you get my point there. You can see with this piece of steel in this hand, the chucks in this hand, you got your two pairs of chucks over there. You know, get your little windmill action going. As you're coming in with your windmill, I'll get my little windmill going. You don't know which way my chuck's coming. Am I going to bang you over the top of your head? Am I going to come from the side? Am I going to jab you? Am I going to slash you? But the main thing is, this is your defense. This is your shield. Shielding, slashing. I will take this against two pairs of chucks any day. Two pairs of nunchucks is ridiculous. It's just fancy. Somebody trying to put on a show. There is no, I don't see a combat style in that. Get back to me on that, okay? Because anybody thinks two pair of chucks is going to take out a nice axe handle or shovel handle, nice bow stick, and a man that knows how to defend himself, or somebody that's got a nice defending weapon in one hand and some chucks in the other. So, as a matter of fact, I don't really even need this. This you might need if the situation's that hostile and there's a lot of folks around. But one-on-one situation, if a man wants to have two pairs of chucks against my one pair of chucks, any day of the week. One pair of chucks. I'm telling you, she's a sneaky weapon. And you'll fool your opponent with it. They don't know which way you're coming. Next thing you know, they're hit, you know. You got two pairs swinging at me. How many different angles you coming at me with, man? I just got to avoid your little windmill circus. And hope I don't have a shovel handle. Because if you have something with some extension on it, like a long 5-foot piece of wood, come on, man. You beat somebody's ankles to death before they even get their first little whirly bird going. But let's face it, the nunchuck is not the best weapon when we're talking about hand-to-hand combat and getting up close. A sword, a long piece of wood, there you go. But they are fun, and they're a good cardio workout, and I love playing with them. And I've developed a style. I want to get into it a little more, I need to get somebody in here to do some filming for me so I can put a more perspective on it, and I can incorporate everything that I do with the chucks, as far as going in between the legs and around the back. Like, you all remember that movie with Bruce Lee when he was sitting there holding them like this. You know, I mean, you can't even see my waist right now, but he basically has them like this behind his back, you know. And he's got one on this side, one on this side. He's like looking at the guy, which way am I coming? You know, which way am I coming? You know, I'm gonna fuck you up. You know what I mean? Because they call me Bruce. You know what I mean? I don't think so, Bruce. You know, rest your soul. You're a great actor, good martial artist, and I respect you. And let's not even lie. Let's give credit to Bruce, man. Where do you think I got the jab from? Bruce Lee. And it's the most effective shot with the chucks that's out there. I love it. Straight out, wham. Guaranteed to knock some teeth out. Guaranteed, right back to you, like a boomerang. Bruce Lee, thank you. He showed me that one. He showed everybody that one in the movies. Old school Saturday. People jumping 30 feet in the air, drop kicking people. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. Y'all enjoy chucking out there. I'll get back to you. We'll get some videos going. I need to get some better chucks. Like I said to people to video me, but if you're interested in doing the chucks, get you a pair and just get used to them. Get to feel the rhythm. Just pass them back and forth. Start by just tossing it behind your shoulder. Some bounce with it. That's all you're doing. You're just catching it right now. Now, oh, now you're a ninja. And I just hit my dresser. Hey, I don't do any editing. I just pop my dresser. And as you see, the nunchucks didn't come back and hit me. You know, I didn't even mean to hit that dresser. That was a complete accident, but I still didn't get hit with my chucks. You have to swing through. You have to swing through. Whether it's this way, when you're coming through, when it's buzzing out, just get used to them. Get your flow. See how this missed right there? At least I didn't smack myself in the head today. These chucks are quick. These little light wood chucks are quick. But like I said, the hardwood ones are better. Make sure you hold them high. Make sure you hold them really high. Keep good control of them. Stay relaxed. Practice, man. My best advice is to put on that Bruce Lee bullshit and watch him and then do what he does. And then go from there. Practice a little bit, develop your own style, your own moves, and make your own Bruce Lee situation. Guys, I'll get back to you with some more videos. I need to get someone in here, like I said, to video me so I can do some proper videos and show you guys some techniques, some old school techniques. Everybody take care. God bless. Thanks for watching. Hey, keep chucking. Take care, guys.